For the past couple of years, we've all gotten used to thinking about AI as a chatbot, something you talk to, right? But what if it wasn't just a chatbot anymore? What if it was a teammate, an assistant that doesn't just give you answers, but actually gets things done for you? We're going to explore what that leap looks like, because this isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. Just take a look at this prompt. This is not a simple question like, hey, what's a mortgage? This is a full-blown financial planning project. I mean, it needs real-time data, it needs to do calculations, and it needs a very specific kind of output. A chatbot from just a year ago, it would totally fail at this. So, what's changed? How does a modern AI actually think its way through a problem like this? Well, here's a peek behind the curtain. This is the AI's actual thought process. See? It's not just grabbing an answer from a database. It's actually running a series of steps. It figures out the goal, uses the context I gave it, finds current info, makes some smart assumptions, runs the numbers, and then puts it all together in the format I asked for. That's not a conversation. That's a workflow. And that workflow, that is the key difference right there. We are seeing a huge shift from a simple chatbot to something way more powerful, the AI agent. And this is what turns AI from a neat little tool into a real collaborator. So what's the big deal? It really comes down to this. A chatbot is reactive. It's kind of stuck inside the chat window waiting for you. But an AI agent, oh, it's proactive. It can use tools to reach out into the real world. It can plan its next move. It can remember stuff long term, and it can work on its own to hit a goal. So here's the more formal definition. But honestly, the best way to think about it is like this. The large language model, the LLM, that's the brain or the reasoning engine. The AI agent is the whole system built around that brain, giving it hands and feet to actually plan things, use tools, and carry out complex tasks all by itself. Okay, so what exactly gives an agent all these new superpowers? It really comes down to a specific set of abilities that all work together. Let's break down the toolkit that makes this whole thing possible. So this is the agent's core toolkit. And while all of these things, like long-term memory and autonomy, are absolutely crucial, everything really starts with two foundational powers that set an agent apart from everything else. Let's focus on those first, tools and planning. First up, tools. This is a total game changer. It means the AI is no longer trapped by what it already knows. It can literally break out of the chat box to search the web for the latest info, run a calculation, or even talk to other software, like your email or your calendar. And second, planning. This is the strategic brain. You don't have to spoon-feed it a perfect step-by-step to-do list anymore. You just give it a high-level goal, something like plan my business trip to Tokyo. And the agent itself breaks that down into all the logical steps. Find flights, book a hotel, check visa rules, and so on. Now, this isn't just theory. You can go and use these agents right now. The big AI platforms you've probably heard of, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, and Claude, they all have these powerful pre-built agents ready to go. So let's see how they stack up. Okay, so here's a quick breakdown of the major players. ChatGPT is a fantastic general-purpose agent, great for a huge range of tasks. Now, if you live in the Microsoft 365 world, Copilot is an absolute powerhouse. It's got agents built right into Word and Outlook. Same idea for Google Gemini, which is baked right into Google Docs, Sheets, and Gmail. And then you've got Claude, which has this really cool feature called connectors that lets you hook it up to other apps you use every day. And this is where it gets really, really practical. Think about this workflow. You ask an agent, hey, what's my old laptop worth? In just a few seconds, it uses one tool to dig up the receipt in your email, another tool to check resale prices on eBay, and then it calculates a suggested selling price for you. That entire project, done, automatically. It seamlessly combines your personal info with the live web. So if we pull back for a second, what does this all mean for us, for how we work? This technology is changing more than just our tools. It's changing our role in getting work done. This timeline just puts it all in perspective. It's kind of wild. Just a couple of years ago, we were amazed that we could simply talk to a machine. Then in 2023, we started using it for specific tasks, like draft this email for me. But today, the leap is even bigger. We're now in the era of project-based AI. You stop being a micromanager and you start being a director. You set the goal and the agent executes the whole project. And this is really the core idea, the big takeaway. Our job is shifting.
Instead of being the one doing all the nitty-gritty research, drafting, and organizing, we're becoming orchestrators. We're the ones who direct the AI agents, setting the strategy and the goals, while they handle the complicated multi-step work.
And that brings us to the final and I think most important doc. AI has grown up. It's evolved from a chatbot you talk to into a digital teammate that can execute entire projects for you. So the real question isn't just what can the technology do, it's what will you do with it? If you had this intelligent agent on your team right now, what's the very first project you'd hand off?